It's funny, my mom that's not from Ottawa always watches all my video, obviously, right? And she said, you always mention Westboro, but I have no clue what this is. So today we'll explore the neighborhood, a few of my favorite spots, and I'll just show you around this incredible place. Let's go. So Westboro was founded in the late 1800s, and up to like 1950, that was considered cottage country. Obviously, it changed a lot since, right? And now it's a very diverse, very rich neighborhood. You're right in the action with one-of-a-kind shops, restaurant, you're close to cycling path, there's a beach, you got stuff like the farmer's market. It's super busy and it became one of the most sought after neighborhood in all Ottawa. So where is Westboro? It's actually very centrally located, right? It's bordered on the south by the Queensway, so very easy access to the highway. To the north, you have the Parkway, so cycling path with the Champlain Bridge that gives you access to the Gatineau Park, all the outdoors activities. We're 15 minutes away from the Parliament, and the LRT goes right through the whole neighborhood. So if you want to walk places, this is definitely a neighborhood for you, and it's very well located. What makes Westboro so special? Well, for starters, you have big mature trees all across the neighborhood, which is, it builds into the charm of this place, and that's what you get when you buy into an older, well-established neighborhood. Another thing is that the sense of community here is so strong. People are proud and involved in the community, and they plan events like you have fitness in the park all summer, you have outdoor movie night once a week during the whole summer as well. And one thing that's unique to Westboro that I haven't seen anywhere around the city is how dog friendly they are. You can walk into any of those businesses here with your dog and no one bats an eye. And that's fun that your pets are always welcome, and that's what you get when you buy in Westboro. Let's take 1 or 2 minutes. I just want to show you two of my favorite businesses in Westboro, Fratelli and Equator Coffee. Let's go. All right, so one of my favorite restaurants here in Westboro is Fratelli. This is a traditional Italian restaurant. It's family owned for 30 years now. It's very cozy, very trendy, and the service is impeccable. So if you're ever down here in Richmond Road, try Fratelli, it's great. So another of my favorite spot here in Westboro is Equator Coffee. It's fair trade, organic coffee. It's always super busy. That's where the local kind of come and hang out, right? And it's kind of a place where the barista knows your name, and I think that speaks to the charm and appeal of Westboro. Now let's talk about real estate because we have to, right? This neighborhood, it's more than 100 years old, like I said. So you have a good mix of historical, like old-looking properties and a lot of infill. Actually, Westboro is very notorious for having plenty of infill. And what I mean by infill is an older property that's either bought and tear down and a new home sprouts out of it, or someone that will gut the hell out of it and build something that's almost new, right? You can also find modern condos all along Richmond Road. Because the LRT is being built, the city wants to densify the area around it. So more and more, as we move forward, you'll see more of those condos appear in the area. As for average price point, listen, it's hard to tell because, there's such a mix of property here. I'd say that the cheaper end would be kind of $900K would be your entry-level home. And I've seen homes selling and listed at over, 3.54 million. So there's a wide range here, but we're talking about a higher end type of neighborhood. And as for rental market, it's actually pretty active, more than you would expect it to be, right? In the last 365 days, there was 180 rental unit rented in this area, and that doesn't count for the ones that were already rented. So if you're looking to live here, you don't necessarily can't afford to buy, well, you can always rent something in the area and make this place your own. And if you're thinking about moving to Ottawa, listen, my team and I would like to be your resource of choice for real estate, and our contact info is in the description down below. Don't hesitate to reach out. As for schools, because it's very important, well, Westboro is known to have high quality education, right? For your younger ones, you have options, Montessori options for daycare and preschool. For your older ones, you have Catholic, French, and English immersion schools, as well as a nice selection of private schools. As for what the future holds for Westboro, listen, like I mentioned, it's a very well-established old neighborhood, so it's unlikely to change that much. What we might see happen, it's like I said, a lot more condos to densify the area. Also, there's a new draft zoning on the table now to allow up to 4 units on every lot, but it's already up to 3, so it's more likely not going to change that much. So it's a great value old neighborhood, and it's unlikely to change in the future years. Ottawa is a true urban village with more than 100 restaurants, shops, businesses. Listen, whether you're a young professional working downtown or a young family trying to settle down, if you're looking for proximity, great schools, mature trees, a place where you can walk everywhere, a beach, Westboro is where you need to be looking at. And if you're trying to move to Ottawa, I know you have a lot of questions, and I answer all of them in our ultimate guide to moving to Ottawa right here.